Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wake Up Report. And I got kind of a strange question. What would you go to hell for? Let's just say if you stood before God and God asked you, if I had to send you to hell, what would you go to hell for? For me, I'd probably go to hell for kids, because I just believe that anybody that harms a child, anybody that purposely, willfully, and knowingly does harm to a child, that person is beyond redemption. That person deserves to be, I think they do it in Arab places where they dig a hole in the ground. Just dig a hole in the ground, put that person in the ground, and stone that person to death, and then bury him. Or stone them until they're just about dead, bury them alive, and let them die like that. Or figure out how to do some kind of vengeful. Because vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. But in this case, the Lord should extend that act of vengeance to all of us. Mr. Kyle Parker has been charged with the rape and murder of 1-year-old Shaylyn Ammerman. This child went missing. They found her, and according to reports, this sack of shit snatched this baby out of her crib at night, drove this child to an isolated area, and raped her in the front seat of his car. You kind of picture that image of a 22-year-old man raping a 1-year-old child. Mr. Parker has been charged with rape, murder, child molesting, kidnapping, strangulation, aggravated battery, obstruction of justice, failure to report a dead body, and unlawful disposition of a body. This man was invited to this baby's house by the father the night that she vanished. The doctor who performed the autopsy on this child has described this case as the worst case of sexual trauma she has ever encountered. There are some acts that are just beyond redemption as far as I'm concerned. There are some things that you do as a human being that are just so heinous and so bad, you lose the status. You lose the identification of human being. I cannot imagine what is going on or what goes on through anybody's head that would take a 1-year-old child and rape and sodomize, strangle them. Can you picture that in your head if you can? If you have a 1-year-old baby, if you have a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old, if you have a child, close your eyes and imagine somebody doing this to your child. It is beyond redemption. It is beyond forgiveness. And what they should do is lock this asshole in a room with this girl's father, give him a baseball bat with nails pounded in it, and let him beat this motherfucker to death. Jail is too good. Death is too good, but death should be. Because I believe that anybody that would do something like this to a child deserves the death penalty. There are lots of people out there who say we should not have a death penalty. The argument is it's not going to change anything. And to that I say it does change something. You kill this motherfucker and he won't be able to do this again. So as long as you got the right person, as long as you do every bit of information that you can do to prove that the person who deserves the death penalty is in fact the person who should get the death penalty, this motherfucker needs to be, fuck the death penalty, I'm sorry. Yeah. Before, we get a little bit of KTM justice here. Put this motherfucker in a bed, have somebody come and snatch him up out of that bed, have them drive him to a secluded area, take a broomstick, take a baseball bat, take anything that you want and run up this motherfucker's ass for the length of time that he raped this girl, strangle his ass halfway to death, don't let him die. Do everything that he did to this child, put this motherfucker in court and then ask him, based on what we did to you. What should the punishment be for kidnapping and raping a 1-year-old child? And if you lie to us, we will string you up. We will fucking skin you alive, throw gasoline on you, and set your fucking ass on fire. And then we'll give you the death penalty. This is beyond redemption. And a lot of people have criticized me because I've done shows like this on black people. And the criticism to me is, well, everybody does it. Everybody commits heinous crimes, you know. Specifically, man boy murders his mother and then jacks off, cuts her heart out and jacks off. Well, a lot of people criticize me as, you know, for, well, you know, everybody does it. Everybody does heinous things. This is not for me to decide, though. You see, this is for white men to decide. See, this is not my backyard. This is somebody else's backyard. I can't go to India where they rape women practically every other day and tell Indian men how to handle their men. I can't go to this community and tell these men how to handle this man. My job is to clean up my house first. So for all you niggas out there that are running around acting stupid and doing stuff like this, for niggas in Chicago that like to gun down 9-year-old kids, for niggas in Detroit that like to shoot 3-year-old children. See, that's for black men to take care of. We can't take care of somebody else's house till our house is in order. So what are you going to do about this asshole? I know what I would do, but it's not on me to do. And for the young lady who criticized me, who claimed to be a friend of the man who killed his mother, cut her heart out, and then jacked off on her body after he did it, is this guy's excuse the same thing? Was he discovering himself? What's his excuse? Beyond redemption, beyond forgiveness, this motherfucker needs to be buried in the deepest, darkest pits of hell or wherever it is. And that would still be too good for this asshole. This is KTM in the Wake Up Report saying think a little bit, it will do wonders for you.